Hello. In this video, I'm going to start building an interactive roving animatronic character. At least that's the goal. So as you saw in the beginning, I have an electric wheelchair, I have a puppet, and I have a bird cage. What I'm going to do is repaint the puppet and give him a wig so he looks like a mad scientist. My idea is to have him look like he's carrying his own head inside of a cage. This is my inspiration photo. Let's see how close I get. Now, to control the puppet remotely, I'm going to use Lightorama's Easy Light Linkers. There'll be a hat with reflectors that this motion tracking camera monitors and sends the position in real time. I'm going to have a camera and microphone on there so that who's ever puppeteering inside gets to see who's interacting with this on the outside. And to move the wheelchair around, I have an old flight stick that I'm no longer using. I'm going to use these H-bridge motor drivers. These are the same motor drivers that I use for steering on my dark ride carts. Their input is going to be the motor signal from inside one of these micro servos. Well, I'm going to take that motor out and connect it to the input on the H driver. So that's my first task. Let's attempt to drive one of the motors, shall we? This is going to be a multi-video series. In this video, we're probably just going to work on the wheelchair and maybe paint the head. My first order of business is to take the servo apart. Initially, I'm going to test everything off of batteries, but eventually I will use a voltage regulator to step down the 24-volt battery in the wheelchair down to about 5 or 6 volts to run everything. I can see that this servo is working. So that's great. Next comes the task of taking it apart. And so this is the tiny motor I'm referring to. Bye-bye, little motor. This black and red wire is what I'm interested in. For my particular H-bridge driver, the clockwise and counterclockwise PWM signals are these bottom 2 pins. And that's what the motor's going to connect to. Next, what I need is a set of jumpers to power the circuitry on this board. And to do that, I need to bring my source voltage to VCC and ground to ground. I also need to come over to these 2 pins, which are the enable pins. That's left enable, right enable. And when these are tied to high, that allows whatever signal to come in here to run this. Now that I have my wiring in place from my battery to my H-bridge, and then from my H-bridge, I have it coming over here to my voltage regulator. And now I'm going to turn this down to about 5 volts. SOS. From the output of the voltage regulator, I go to the plus and minus of my radio receiver. Then plus and minus comes over to the H-bridge driver. Also from the receiver is the servo that is going to drive this thing. The motor output of the servo goes to the PWM input on the H-bridge. Polarity of the motor doesn't matter because I'm going to be running it in both directions. This is the scary part. If this potentiometer is not close to center, this thing could go crazy fast when I turn it on. And there's that. I need to figure out which way I got to turn this. Okay, it seems a little bit closer. There we go. I'm going to move the stick just a little bit. Wow. And now if I move it in the other direction, let me get one of the wheelchair motors so we could see how that's going to work. Slowly. Up to full speed, and then bring it back down slowly. and then in reverse. So that is a successful test. Now what I need to do is build a second one of these and then check to make sure everything's wired up right, that the channels left and right are correct, and I can show you what that looks like. I've mounted the H-bridge controllers and the 5-volt regulator and my radio receiver. I have these quick disconnect battery connectors that I use on my dark ride carts and my train. Then the wiring harness for the motors I've tapped into and added another quick disconnect set of connectors. We'll set this up and see how it performs. When this thing hits 8 miles an hour, you're gonna see some boring sh. So here we go, forward. Nice. Backwards. Awesome. Turn left. Oh good, I got them right. Turn right. And so, let's see. Let's go driving around. Do-do-do-do. Okay, off-road is probably not the best thing to do here. So now the plan is to build a body, and I got to work on the head to be able to control it remotely with head tracking while I control the wheelchair from this. I think the next thing to do is paint. Yeah, I got to paint the head now because it still looks like the witch. I learned something about myself today. I am terrible at airbrushing. As a reminder, here's what the head looked like when it was painted as the witch. Impulsive Eric here. I did not expect to be filming this part, but it's turning out kind of cool, so I thought I would share. I've got this cheap white wig for the character, and I want to show you, it's all just this bright, shiny one color, and I'm using metallic silver paint of all things. I'm splitting the hair down to get into the fabric line. So I just take that and kind of spray it deep in there. And then when you pull the hair back down, I hope this comes out on film, but you get the difference between the white stringy hair and then like the darker underneath spots. And this is what I ended up with today. I'm not unhappy with it. Say bye-bye. Und bye-bye.